Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. United Community Bank, an independent family-owned and operated bank committed to empowering customers to achieve their financial goals. Member FDIC. Frazee Family Foods, what a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar, perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event. Frazee Community Club, people and business coming together to make the community fun, friendly, and thriving. Become a member and help support your community. Frazee Vergas Forum, locally owned and operated, bringing you news for the Lakes area in print or online. Subscribe today, FrazeeForum.com.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I just want to talk to you about, you're going to see Ike Fischer's 50th annual Conservation Day out at Fischer Century Farm, some of the highlights from it, and Ike has said this is going to be his last year, so let's support him on this.
This is Martin, my oldest grandson. This is Roger, my youngest grandson. Today we had the 50th anniversary conservation tour. We had hundreds of kids going by here from different towns. The purpose, we had several stages based around the farm.
I'm Kylie. I'm with the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources as a forester. And today we're out here just teaching the kids about natural resources. We're just getting the kids interested in getting outdoors. At our station here at Forestry, we're talking about trees and what different parts of the tree do, and we have the kids actually getting together and being different parts of the tree so they can understand how different parts work. And then also showing them our wildland fire truck and going over some different aging techniques and things like that. 5, 6, 7, all the way, I missed one, all the way up the tree. You can get an estimate on the age.
There's a lot.
There are a lot. When kids learn natural resources young and they really understand it and they get the feel and the excitement from natural resources, they can grow up and manage our natural resources for us.
I'm State Conservation Officer Angie Warren. Okay. Otherwise known as a game warden. Everybody know what a game warden is?
Yeah.
We're having fun today?
Yeah.
Better than being in school in the classroom, right?
Yeah. Way better.
Typically you have kids that fear law enforcement, and as a game warden I do part of that. I do law enforcement duties, but rather than have them fear me, it's nice to be able to get into an interaction with them where they can talk to me, and ask questions and kind of joke around with them and let them know that we're people too, and we're just enforcing rules. What's a species? A type of animal? Okay. Well, for the kids to get the information to get outside and be able to do other things than be inside playing video games and get to enjoy the outdoors like I grew up enjoying, and hopefully they will get to for the future.
Hi, I'm Maggie Dahl. I'm a teacher for 5th grade at the middle school in Detroit Lakes, and we are here at Ike Fischer Farms for conservation tours. I think that the conservation tours are a great addition to our field trips. They talk about a lot of the things that I teach in my normal classroom, so for the kids to actually get out into nature and to actually see these things firsthand, it really reinforces my teaching and giving them life skills and also things that they're gonna have with them for the rest of their lives living in the Detroit Lakes area. Hopefully they'll understand their environment and the habitats around Detroit Lakes better, and they'll understand that even at 11, they can impact our ecosystems.
American. One that flies.
It's a Canada goose. I hope with conservation days that the kids are learning through hands-on, what we have here in Minnesota, the special habitat and resources that we have here. Eastern Middle. I'll just hope that I'm instilling a love of birds or stewardship for wildlife or habitat so that the birds can proliferate instead of continue to decline. You know, if one of these kids may become the next champion for birds, then it's totally worth it for me.
Hi, I'm Helena. And I'm Ella. And we're at Conservation Days, and we like how it's just like out in the wilderness. We learned about woods and like how the lumberjacks cut them down or what they use to cut them.
Invasive species, mostly aquatic ones.
And then we've learned the parts of trees. That was really fun actually. And we got to see parts in the trees, or like parts of the trees.
It may sound counterintuitive, but it's actually a good thing to have lots of bugs in the water and lots of different kinds of bugs. What we're doing is we're having kids go out and collect macroinvertebrates out of Fischer Lake here, and depending on the number and the type they find, that tells us whether we have good water quality or bad water quality.
Yeah, the spider's flying.
Here's some stuff. Oh boy, we got all kinds of stuff. All kinds of bugs. You guys see something moving? What's really interesting is to see how interested the kids are in this and how it's really triggering an interest that probably would continue, well into their future years and may even inspire them to take environmental sciences later and work in the environmental field. Somebody keep an eye on him for now. Don't keep an eye on him. Something that's also interesting is that they can apply things they hear in the news, like they hear in the news about buffer strips, and they're not really sure what is a buffer strip, and then they come out here and they learn that a buffer strip is an area around the lake that we leave it natural that can help filter the water from the land, whether it may be manure or other sources of contamination. Filters that out so it keeps our lakes clean.
Can I hold that thing?
And the more they understand about what can impact the environment, the more they can understand what they can do to help protect the environment. For example, at the end of our sessions, we asked them, well, what did you learn? And they said, well, we need to pick up after our dogs because we know that's a source of nutrient pollution in our lakes. And we also need to get our septic system pumped every 3 years. So it's really good to hear that they remembered that, because those are really two things they really can do to have an impact on water quality in the lakes in the area. Use up something in the water that's really important. Can you guys guess what's getting used up as it decomposes? A lot of them tell me that this summer they're going to go look for their own bugs and see what that tells them about the water quality in the lake where they live. So that's always fun to hear. What's his name?
I'm Roger Thorpe. I'm with my grandpa, Ike Fischer, and he's been planting trees out here since 1952.
This farm has been in our family since 1897. It's over 100 years old.
I will be 96 years old in a month. And the trees I planted now in every direction, probably more than 100,000 trees. For the wood stuff, we are showing all of the children the implements that were used years ago when the work was done here in the logging industry, cutting the trees down, sawing them up, what the landowners needed to do after the trees were cut off, clear the land, pull the stumps out, saw up, build the houses and barns for cattle, using the implements that they needed, that they brought along from the old country.
Thank you for watching Spotlight on Frazee, and we'll catch you next week with another segment. Enjoy your week.